I started talking, and he's like, your accent is so beautiful. You should be talking every day.
Yes, it
so
is.
he made me really comfortable. I did not like math, honestly. But when I took statistics at Cincinnati State, it was really easy.
Oh.
Let me say it like that.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
The teacher made it really easy. Let me put it like that. She made it really easy for me. And then I even tutored people in math. In the morning, you come to work, you have morning stand-up. Every person talks about what they did yesterday, what they're working on today, and what they'll be working on tomorrow. It will be mostly for women. I want them to know that IT is not hard. IT is just like learning English, which is not our first language. It's like learning everything. Just ask questions. At Cincinnati State, everyone is here to answer you.
What makes us resilient? What makes some people continue to pursue their goals and dreams in spite of roadblocks or challenges? What if all we needed was an opportunity? Imagine if we trusted our talents, our abilities, and our strengths, then took a chance on ourselves. FutureProof is a Cincinnati State faculty and student-created podcast where students, alumni, and employers share adventures in learning outside of the classroom. We hope you will cheer, cry, and laugh along the way as we share our students' stories of resiliency and overcoming the odds. Find out what happens when we finally stop saying no and start saying yes.
Hello and welcome to FutureProof, the Cincinnati State podcast where we interview our very talented alumni and hear about their stories of success and what life has been offering them since leaving Cincinnati State. I am Jayne Martin-Dressing, co-op and internship coordinator, and
I'm Eimee Donbar.
We are back, listeners, after a month off where Amy's been out globetrotting, and I've been traveling to Indiana.
Oh, you've been on a lake. No, you've been on a beautiful lake.
I have been.
I'll make you
let
feel
me tell
better.
you, when you go on a family trip with
Trip is the word here, not
26
vacation. Trip.
people,
Mm-hmm.
it's really, you need a vacation from the
You
vacation,
need a vacation.
because I'm also now the age in my family where I'm cooking and cleaning for people, and I'm not the young adult who's just having a really good time with all my cousins and like my kids are. I'm on the other side of that. So we are back.
I was. We mentioned globetrotting, but I was also in a tent. In Noblesville. I was in Indiana in a tent. You were at a lake, and I was in a tent in Indiana.
Okay.
So don't feel bad. I was in a tent at Dave Matthews. You were by a lake.
I was in an RV. Okay, and it was nicer than a tent, but I came back from family vacation at the lake, and I looked like I'd been on an episode of Survivor. Survivor Lake Edition.
Did you win? Did you get immunity?
I don't.
Did you get immunity?
I think I was sent home.
You were voted off the island?
I don't know. Anyway.
All right.
So we're back.
Here
we're back in the studio.
Civilization, in academia, trying to act professional and together.
Academia.
Academia. You gotta say words like, you got to say what's that term you picked up that you were in the meeting yesterday and you're like, they were using terms?
Wayfarers?
Wayfarers.
Finders. Wayfinders.
Is Wayfair it's a website?
Sorry. Wayfinder.
We're going to buy stuff.
Okay.
Did you like my stuff? Okay, sorry. Professionalism.
We are back in the studio, and we have, this is a great day because our first interview of the morning was with a very early graduate of Cincinnati State who is now back full circle teaching at Cincinnati State, but she graduated in 1985. Now, and our next guest, Elisa Amissah, is a recent graduate. So from our first graduate in 1985 to 2024 graduate. Woo, woo. Elisa Amissah. Welcome.
Thank
And
you.
Elisa, you weren't even born in 1980.
Oh, God.
No.
Okay,
No.
we gotta
I
ask
was
her.
born in
Let's ask
2000.
her. You gotta ask
She's
her.
not
I don't
gonna
care.
know.
The
Okay.
last lady was like right on it, right? But we got to do our thing. So we have a thing
Mhm.
on FutureProof where we ask folks questions
From the 70s.
that make us feel bad.
70s?
From the 70s.
Could you see her face? She was like it was
70s.
covered
When was
wagon time.
There was dinosaurs and woolly
Oh.
mammoth, and we were dodging pterodactyls. But in addition to that,
You're gonna get yelled at again, I think.
is
Okay.
Mike coming in to yell at me?
No.
No. Mike,
Okay.
I'm not walking around. He said walking around. I turned my head and I'm walking. Oh, I'm sorry. We get.
So
Here he
Elisa.
comes.
Okay, he's back. Okay. We get in a lot of trouble in here, but we're not gonna get you in trouble. Elisa, no, if you don't know it, it's okay. But have you heard of the sitcom Laverne and Shirley?
No, I haven't.
Do you?
We're gonna
you
go
don't-
4 episodes.
If we said we
shows.
act like Laverne and Shirley, you have no idea what that
they
means.
could be serial
Wow.
killers. All right. And
Okay.
then, what about, can we
All
go
right.
until we find one? Just real quick. Let's.
Okay.
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 I
We'll go
wasn't
with
born
this-
here,
go with
so
our
it's gonna be
second
hard
one. Oh,
for me.
and she wasn't- okay, and she
hold
wasn't
on,
born
it's
here.
not.
Okay.
Wait, it's not.
Yeah.
So
Nobody watched
no
Laverne and
welcome
Shirley.
back, Cotter.
No.
So what about the Brady Bunch?
No.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
times.
Well, we don't
Good
know any
times.
of her childhood TV
Okay,
shows
tell us
either.
a show that you watched on the telly when you were a
The
child.
telly?
I'm being European on the telly.
Did you?
Like a movie?
TV
a
show,
TV
like
show.
A TV show?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Sesame Street?
But I used to love Home Alone
Oh,
Okay.
Home
during
Alone.
Christmas.
We can do
Yeah.
that. There you
Christmas
go.
Home
We
Alone.
can-
Yeah.
now
You know
we-
what? That's a tradition in my house too. We watch it
Really?
every Christmas. It's like the fight over
Yeah.
should we watch Home Alone? Somebody wants one, somebody wants two. Yeah, that's great.
Now we can begin.
We can.
We can begin.
We just needed to
That's
know where
fair.
we were
You
starting
did a good
from.
job. You didn't just say, what's some movie from, the 2000s, like the 2020s.
Terminator.
Right, like something like you came
That's not even
with
from
your
2000s.
A game and your
Yes.
Home Alone,
Thank
and now
you.
we can begin the show. Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you. Our guest today, FutureProof listeners, is Elisa Amissah, who's a recent graduate of Cincinnati State. And she is also a fairly recent resident in the United States, which,
Yes.
listeners, if you don't know what community college is like, imagine starting a college, thinking all day in another language, trying to process information. Listen, we can't even keep up. I can't do that. I
sandwich in
can't say
Ghana.
the
Like, I'd
alphabet
be just
backwards.
starved to death in Ghana.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it wouldn't happen.
So Elisa came to us
Much less
from
go to
Ghana.
college.
and tell us a little bit about what brought you to Cincinnati
Yeah.
State.
Okay, so I came in since in the U.S. in 2021 during April, and then I started Cincinnati State in August. My dad introduced Cincinnati State, and I actually applied to UC, but I did not hear from them. So my dad introduced Cincinnati State, and then I applied to Cincinnati State, and I was accepted like a week after.
Yay.
Yes.
And so what was your idea of what American college would look like, and how did this fit into what maybe you thought of as like, because you grew up in Ghana, right? And when somebody would have said to you American college, what was in your head? What did you think as a vision of what American college looked like?
So I used to watch like high school movies, like American high school movies. So I thought it will be something like that.
Like Legally Blonde.
Right.
A high school musical?
Like Grachi and those kind of movies.
Oh.
So I thought it would be something like that,
Like
but I
did
didn't
you
know.
watch
like-
Old School?
Yes.
Oh!
It was
Streaking in the
different.
quad.
My
It's
boy,
gonna be
Blue,
streaking.
you're my boy. All right.
Streak through the quad.
I
Yes.
I can't say any more about Old School compared to
No,
Cincinnati
no, we're
State.
not.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay.
But so then you come to Cincinnati State, and what did you think? What were your first few classes or first few days here like? Where you like, what have I done? What am I doing?
So the first day was an English class.
Oh,
and
boy.
honestly, I did not like it because nobody talked to me and I didn't want to talk to anybody because of my accent. So my second day, which was on Tuesday, I went to Dawn's class. I had an FYE class.
There you go.
I was so quiet, and Dawn introduced us to like a BFF forever. He did like something like that, and I found out the person sitting next to me was a Ghanaian too.
No,
so I felt so comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Also, wow, that's community college. I come to this community college from halfway around the world, and the person sitting next to me is from Ghana, which is a tiny country, right? Whoa. So, do you think that did that? I know it was helpful because at least at the beginning that gave you some comfort level of knowing someone who understood you and got you. Did you find that you fell back on that as a reliance? In other words, like, I just know I can go directly to this person and they know me and they know who I am. But did it help you to branch out, or do you think it made you kind of stay more like?
She was also fairly new to the U.S., so she was also quiet. And then Dawn was like, "Oh, you guys need to talk.
Okay,
like,
I'm splitting you two up. Yeah, okay.
You have to talk." And I started talking, and he's like, "Your accent is so beautiful. You should be talking every day."
Yes, it
so
is.
he made me really comfortable, and I ended up. He said the FYE presentation, you can do it like online, like record yourself, or like do it in front of the class. But I chose in front of the class because I was he made me really comfortable. Yes. And he introduced Cstate, Accelerate, and other organizations, which has been really helpful.
Oh, so you found your people.
Yes, I did. Yes.
What do you think helped you get more comfortable in your other classes? Was it just having that confidence in the one class started to like kind of have a ripple effect?
Yes. So I started like finding people to talk to. So in my IT class, I met this person. Her name is Nabu. She's a Senegalese, and she was also finding it hard like to talk to people. So she sat next to me, and I was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And she's like, "I have a really bad accent." So she started like writing in English to like translate, and I was like, we can talk actually. So I made her comfortable, and we ended up like having the same major. So we are actually in the same college at NKU right now. Yeah.
Great. So you did find some BFFs.
Yes, I do. I did.
I love this.
So you come to Cincinnati State. What do you study, or what do you start studying? What are you interested in?
I majored in computer information systems, which is like computer programming and database management. So, yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
And you knew that? Did you know that coming in, like, I'm going to go to the United States, I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to study something in that area?
No, I actually wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
I'm hearing some parents saying, if you're going, you're doing this, or you get a job.
Like you did. It wasn't like, hey, I'm going to study, like how
she wanted to be legally blonde.
It's
see, this was her college influence.
Well, better than some of the old school guys, that's for sure. I'm glad you focus more on L. Woods.
Yes.
I wanted to be a lawyer, and then my dad was like, "Oh, IT is really popular. You can like look into that. If you don't like it, go do your law." And then I looked into computer information systems, and I was like, I'm doing it for one semester. If I don't like it, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I did my first semester, and I loved it. Like,
oh
yes, it was so fun to see like writing line of codes becoming like a whole web page, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you know what? It's its own language.
Yes.
So if English isn't your first language, code is its own language. So everybody speaks that language.
Right.
That's kind of like a universal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. It was really fun.
Is Dad usually right?
Yes. This time he is.
Okay.
Dad, are you listening, Dad? Did you hear that, Dad? Happy Father's Day, Dad. There you go.
Dad's always
He's
right.
in Ghana right now with my mom.
He'll get this. He'll be a late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. So, you started to build your community. You were here taking classes. You did a co-op, right?
Yes,
So
tell us about that.
we love to hear about that because Cincinnati State that's kind of one of the things that we pride ourselves on is this opportunity for students to not only learn in the classroom but take it outside the classroom and working and learning experiences. So tell us about that a little bit.
Okay, I did my 2 full-time co-ops at Cincinnati Insurance Companies at Fairfield. It was fully remote. So
oh wow,
yeah,
yes.
first time, my first day there, they just gave us like monitors, laptops, and they sent us home to like set it up, and then they called us in a meeting to like help us set everything up, and as Cincinnati Insurance Companies, we were my best friend and I, Nabush, the one I met in the IT class. We were.
She got to say co-op there too.
Yes,
Nice.
we were in the same team, and we were in the fit team. And our team leader was actually a teacher here. His name is Rob Hamill.
Okay.
Yeah. So we worked on their website, and then they had this new forms configuration, and we worked on that. We were it was a fresh like project, and our mentors were working on them, so they will give us like to go research stuff and then come work on it, and they'll be like, it's a fresh project. I don't know anything about it, so you can't ask me anything. But we ended up finding whatever they needed, and they called us in a meeting, and they were like, "You guys are really amazing."
You were the fresh team.
Yes.
Fresh team.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to read you this. Mm-hmm. This is from your evaluation because it says that you showed a great amount of flexibility as they transitioned from waterfall to an agile software development life cycle, and your willingness to learn new technology really helped them resolve their issues in code. One, beautiful, but two, what the heck? I read that and I'm like, what is? I don't even know. They might as well be talking about.
I don't understand. Can you
waterfall and agile software?
Can you translate?
So waterfall is just like in the morning you come to work and then
you wash your hands.
You just do.
Wow.
You just do whatever you want.
Feature.
But agile is like in the morning you come to work, you have morning stand up, and then you talk about every person talks about what they did yesterday, what they're working on today, and what they'll be working on tomorrow.
Oh, I think I'm waterfall.
Yes.
We're so waterfall.
Okay. Are you waterfall or are you agile?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use that
listen, this is you're gonna when you see the provost next, you're gonna be like, we need to get an agile. We need to move from waterfall to agile.
Oh yeah.
You just throw that down.
Just drop
throw
it
that out in a
and then
meeting.
walk out of the room.
Just drop it.
We're done. That's all I have. You're welcome. Okay.
You're welcome. I love that.
Yeah.
You really taught us
Brilliant.
something new today. We're
Thank
done
you.
now.
We're
gonna go get working on our agile.
We got what we needed.
Oh my goodness. So
That's
you had that.
wonderful.
You had two. You got to come back twice. So you stayed there 2 semesters, full time. Okay. And then at some point you were like, all right, I got to get out of Cincinnati State. What's next for me? And you decided to go to get your degree. So you're going to keep on keeping on. All right. Where are you now? What's happening now?
Right now I'm at Northern Kentucky University.
Okay.
I start in
Go
fall.
Norse Force.
I start in fall, and I'll be majoring in applied software engineering.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm so excited.
Love it.
Now that sounds like applied software engineering. Is there some math involved in there?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a
She
lot.
said
A lot of
I'm
math.
out. Oh, I'm out. Okay. And are these strengths for you? Or is this when you think of like your hard class, would that be more of like a literature or a writing or philosophy? Or is this like math and engineering stuff equally challenging for you?
At first it was when I didn't know anything about it, but now it is like an easy major for me.
Okay.
And I did not like math, honestly. But when I took statistics at Cincinnati State, it was really easy.
Oh.
Let me say it like that.
Wowzer. Okay.
The teacher made it really easy. Let me put it like that. I forgot her name. She made it really easy for me, and then I even tutored people in math.
You were tutoring after listeners. She came to the country in 2021, and within a couple of years is tutoring other students.
Yes.
In a language that is not her first language and helping them get through a subject matter.
Yes.
Listen, I couldn't tutor someone in a I can't even. My kids started bringing home math homework that I couldn't even do anymore. And I would be like, well, you're going to carry the one. And they're like, what are you talking about? Nobody says that. Carry the one. She's tutoring. I can't even do it in my own language.
Yes, and Eimee, I don't know if you remember Nehemi.
Yes. He's doing great.
Yeah,
he was in my class.
He acknowledged me in his post on LinkedIn
for helping him graduate.
Get through college.
That's right. I did.
Wasn't just you, girl. We all had help in that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did.
He did give you a shout out. That was lovely.
So, I talk to students every day here at Cincinnati State who, this is not their country of origin, and they're from another country, and they come here, and they not only are taking higher education in a language that's foreign to them, but they're over here in the States and navigating all the things that are different, and so what was college challenging? Was doing college challenging, coming here? Or were there other things that were challenging for you about coming to the States?
It was the accent. It was different. Everything was
your accent.
Right.
And so people understanding you was challenging?
Right, and me understanding you was
also
challenging.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really challenging.
So not hearing pure English, someone speaking, because you took English in Ghana, correct? As a part of school.
We actually speak English in school, but not the American language. It's the British. Because
they actually speak English,
right?
Because we say crazy stuff that nobody else talks like we do.
We do not. It's like that. Remember that children's book, Amelia Bedelia, and all the things.
How literal it was.
Did you read that book?
Plant
too?
the bulbs.
No.
Plant the bulbs. And she's planting light bulbs.
She's planting light bulbs. Like we're gonna go plant the things that we say and we understand them, but purely they do not.
There are
make
a lot
sense.
of idioms.
Yes, and the spellings are different.
Do you have an example of that or a story that comes to mind when you think about coming here and not understanding and having difficulty?
Yes. I worked at Dunkin', and then the customers, whenever I talk, they'll be like, huh, what are you saying? And I would feel so bad, and I would just go to the bathroom and cry. But my younger sister, she's been here for like 5 years. She came when she was young, so she was like, you know what can help? You can watch like animes, and then it will help you with English. So I started watching them, and I feel like it's been better.
Okay. I want to do an experiment.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to sound like an American.
Okay.
You say something like you're going to order a Dunkin', but sound like a white teenage American. Okay, go.
Okay. So I would do the white teenage part.
Yeah, I want you to sound just like how it sounds to you.
Can I have a medium iced caramel latte with French vanilla?
You gotta stop. No, that was too British. Get your American sound on.
Okay.
Don't worry. You're not gonna offend anybody. I love this. I gotta hear this.
Can I have a medium iced macchiato with caramel? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about?
It can't get more American than ordering coffee at Dunkin'
I
Donuts
know.
either. Like it's not like
You should just get a Boston accent down, and then people will really,
like front gate or something would be a little more civil. Do you know what I mean? But you were like, people want their coffee, and they want their American coffee the way they want it at Dunkin'.
Except that they're using all these words that aren't even English to buy coffee.
Yeah.
You know, get my
macchiato.
Macchiato.
No,
yeah.
it sounds like, when Harry met Sally and Sally's ordering, people want their coffee the way they want. I'm guilty too. And I even apologize, like, I want extra steamed half and half. Like, it's not even in the app.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
asking for stuff that's not there.
Yeah.
No, and I want you to
really
do it my
too.
way. I don't. It's not on the menu, and I want you to do it now.
Yes.
And don't screw it up because it's caffeine.
Talk about an introduction to U.S. culture, though, to work in a place like Dunkin' that is just a slice of American life in a way, like the differences in age groups and economic groups and ethnicities that are all sort of coming to a place like Dunkin', that you get this sort of variety in people. It's very different.
Yeah, it is.
So now you're in college. You are going to start at NKU in the fall.
Yes.
Keep pursuing your degree. And where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'll be done with NKU and probably be done with my master's.
Because so you want to keep going. You want to get your master's.
Yeah.
Now, not law anymore, right? Not
right.
law. So master's in
probably AI.
Yeah, AI.
Yes.
Where are there masters in AI right now? Do you know?
No, I honestly haven't looked into that.
That's amazing.
I recently was thinking about it because it's like AI is everywhere right now.
So the
just put it in to the Chat GPT and it'll generate a program for you. Just
so what radical problem are you concerned with solving for the world right now?
Ooh, look at you.
I'm sorry. I know.
Wow.
I'm waterfalling or whatever the heck it is.
You're agile.
I'm agiling.
And what's happening today and what's happening tomorrow and what do you want to do next week?
No, what? Yeah, you want to go. So what are you concerned with? What radical problem are you concerned with solving?
In my country, Ghana, it's like IT. When you talk about IT, everybody's like, "Oh, that is hard." So I want to advocate and talk about IT and make it seem really easy, and probably open an agency for IT, and people would just be working for.
So kind of like a training and working facility,
right?
Okay.
Because IT is a big no. It's hard. Everybody thinks it's hard.
It seems out of reach.
Right. And it's if you're a girl and you do it, it's like you are smart.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna go home. You're gonna go home.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take what you've learned back to your home. That's so beautiful.
Do you have expectations on you culturally as a woman coming back to your country? That do you feel a different kind of freedom here that you may or may not experience there? Or do you feel like no, I'm going to go back with this degree and I'm going to have the same kind of opportunities that any man in my country would have or anybody else?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of freedom. Certain things here are so different. Like in Ghana, you can just go into your neighbor's house and oh, hey, do you have salt? But here you can't do that. You can just go into your neighbor's house and be like, hey, I want some sugar,
Oh,
so
I do. Maybe I'm Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my dress on the show, but the door is never locked. Just saying. Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like it's a lot of freedom in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just freedom or more community support, just an
Yes,
expectation
more community
that
support.
because
Yes,
we are
that's the
neighbors, we help each other.
Yeah, that's the word, more community support. Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go back and you want to start this organization or this sort of training working facility. Do you have a vision for educating more women, young women?
Yes. It will be mostly for women. I want them to know that IT is not hard. IT is just like learning English, which is not our first language. It's like learning everything that is easier for them.
If you can learn English, you can learn IT because it's its own language.
Yeah.
So what would you tell other women who are coming to the United States, something that you learned? What advice would you give to them, other young women around the world who are coming here with dreams to go to college? What advice would you give to them?
I would say engage in organizations because I was in the Cstate Accelerate, the Phi Theta Kappa, and we had the LSAMP, which is, I don't think it's no more.
Yeah,
LSAMP and
yeah, it's still
it is.
Yeah.
And through the PTK, I had scholarships, a lot of scholarships, and I was even like recognized by the Ohio Senate, which was a really So I would say engage in like activities and then meet people, and college will be easier when you like meet a lot of people, have fun. Yes.
Find your village.
Yes.
Find your village.
Yes. And just like you said that's a great way of putting it, that college feels more accessible and the work that you have to do more manageable and achievable when you've made these connections and when you have these people that are supporting you and holding you accountable.
Yes.
But also that sort of scaffolding and structure that you need to be successful.
And Don always says, ask questions. Yeah. And Don, he will be like, I work for you guys, so just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Just ask questions. And at Cincinnati State, everyone is here to answer you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. They will not tell you, hey, you can go there. They will walk you to the place. And I love that.
No, we're definitely here. We're here for you. Like that's exactly true. Is we're here to help folks on their way to their dreams, and everybody here is all in. So that's true.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to take that same high achieving spirit and attitude into Northern Kentucky University and all the work that you're doing there. And Godspeed. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hire Jayne and I when you start in Ghana. We'll help you.
No, just or some of our students, because we're going to send some interns your way, some co-op students.
Yay.
Any funny expression that you have picked up that is a new phrase or something that you hear said all the time in America in English that you were like, what are they talking about? And now you've
Right. When I came, I was like, what is gonna, wanna? Like, I didn't know those words. Like,
Gonna or wanna,
Right.
WANNA.
We're lazy.
Right.
It's a lazy.
Yeah, we can't even do. What is it called? The want.
1, 2.
Want to. When we abbreviate.
Want-
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
want-
Yeah.
Going to. Gonna. I'm gonna. So you were like, what are people talking about?
Right.
What are they
saying?
saying?
What is that?
Yeah.
Is
Now,
that
have
even
you
English?
started to say an expression or phrase that
Yes.
you're like, I can't even believe I'm doing this now?
Yes. I've been saying wanna and gonna
Oh,
too.
wanna.
She's on it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But
Well,
not in the professional world.
Not in the
of
professional
course
world.
not.
Yes.
Well, Elisa, thank you so much for being here with us
Amissah.
today and telling us
Rising
your
star.
story and just being part of our community and our village here. And
Thank
will you
you.
keep us updated on any
surely
new
will.
developments or successes? that you
Yes.
have?
And thank you for introducing us to Afropop.
Yeah,
And
Afrobeat.
sorry.
it's okay.
Afro-
What I call
K-pop,
it.
you merged it.
K-pop.
Oh,
yeah.
I might have a new.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, we could start a new
Hair-
thing.
Yes.
Afropop. It'd be like bringing the K-pop with the
Yeah.
Afro beat.
Yes.
Oh boy,
Nozina can
she's
create
not gonna be
that.
able to watch
Have
that.
Nozina work on that after. She can merge.
You could
the
AI that.
Afrobeat.
What would it
Yeah.
sound like
Boom.
if you
yes.
put Afro
and
beat
K-pop.
merged
Let's
together.
AI
It's
Chat
done.
GPT that.
Yeah, all right.
Elisa, thank you so much for being our guest today,
Thank you.
and special shout out to Don Pollock
Yep.
and to
Miss Tommy.
State
Tammy
Accelerate
Larkin,
Yeah.
and
yep.
all of the folks that really made you feel welcome and made you feel like you had a place here, because you do, and you do at NKU, and we're really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And to our listeners, please don't forget to like and subscribe to catch all of our new episodes and to find out what happens when we stop saying no and start saying yes.
The FutureProof podcast is brought to you from Studio 459, up on the hill at Cincinnati State's main campus in Clifton. This podcast is produced in conjunction with the Cincinnati State Audio-Video Production Program, its students and faculty. If you like what you heard here, please hit the subscribe button. If you're an employer or potential student interested in the programs Cincinnati State has to offer, please visit cincinnatistate.edu.